and digital skills for young women. And this is exactly what we are going to do. We're going to hear firsthand from beneficiaries of the Binti Digitali and D-Lab programs as they share their journeys, illustrating the transformative power of personalized digital skills and how these skills have changed not just their lives, but their careers. We will also learn strategies for crafting digital skills programs for girls and women so we can be intentional about generation equality. What's really exciting about generation equality for me is that it's an initiative that is accelerating investment and implementation of gender equality. It was launched in 2021 with a 5-year action agenda that's encapsulated in a global acceleration plan. Generation equality looks at 4 catalytic areas: closing the digital gap, making technology feminist, building transformative ecosystems, and leaving no space behind for online violence. The leadership is by a group of partners, including member states, who are required to make a game-changing commitment in the actions that they choose to lead. Tanzania is part of the Generation Equality multi-stakeholder leadership group. How amazing is that? That we've signed up to do this and be intentional about it over the next 5 years. And to set us on our course and to start the discussion this morning is Dr. Mahadia Tunga, who's the CEO and one of the co-founders of the D-Lab, which is based at University of Dar es Salaam's College of ICT. Can we give her a round of applause?
We UN representative, representative from the government, representative from development partners, from Binti Digitali, ladies and gentlemen, karibuni sana kwenye session. I will only have like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, because today is the day where we want you to hear from horse mouths, right? We want you to hear the testimonies, so we won't be speaking much, but to set us up, I would want to remind you of why it's important, what we are doing, and why we need more people in the space to participate and support the course. Do you know that 2/3 of our women account for all people who do not have basic skills just to read and write? So that is like 500 million people. So those statistics are shocking. But we have seen like less increase in the past 2 decades, despite of a lot of efforts. But not only that, when we talk about tech space, women account for only 1/3 globally. And these statistics are not only for Tanzania. You see that even if you go to development worlds like US, you still see that statistics are actually declining for women who are enrolling in tech. So enrolling is one thing, but what about keeping them in the tech space? As we are embarking towards the 4th industrial revolution, we are talking about that there are some skills will be displaced, right? So it's important to ensure that as we are embarking towards the 4th industrial revolution, Tanzania have recently have come up with the digital economic framework, We want it to be as much as inclusive as possible. So creating future pipeline of tech ladies is important. And these days, tech is not just a career. Whether you are a doctor, you are a lawyer, now tech is a tool, right? It's a tool for you to help you do better what you do. So it's for everyone. And most importantly, something that I was just perusing that is shocking. Though all these trendings, we see all these gaps, but in the last few years, an increase has been in less than 3%. Like last year, it's just 1% increase to women into digital space. And then when you talk about innovation, it's even worse. When you talk about women who hold like patents for innovative products, it's less than 10% globally. So we need more people into the space. And when I see more people joining this session, I know that when we hear the testimony, but we are also going to have a time to discuss and reflect what can we do better to improve the space. So without any further ado, I would like to welcome Lillian from UN Women Tanzania. A hand of applause to Lillian, who is going to give a keynote. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahadia, from DLAB, long-standing partner of UN Women, especially in this innovation and digital inclusion for women and girls. We, wa, asanteni sana. Government representatives present here, development partners, and here I would like to recognize Mr. Johanna, Head of Cooperation from Finland, the long-standing partner of UN Women. Thank you for being here. Representatives from civil society, wonderful ladies from Binti Digitali, AGCCI, all protocol observed. Habari za asubuhi. It is indeed a great honor to welcome you to our Innovation Week side event, which has been organized by Tanzania Data Lab to explore strategies for empowering the next generation of female leaders in Tanzania's digital landscape, which is very important, as alluded to by Mahadia. On behalf of UN Women, I would like to thank DLAB for the excellent collaboration that we have enjoyed for many years, and particularly in organizing this event. I would also like to appreciate and commend the government of Tanzania for their strong commitment to innovation, ensuring that women and girls are not left behind, and of course, UNDP and the entire Funguo team for the great work they're doing to advance innovation in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that innovative approaches are essential for accelerating progress towards SDGs and will also be imperative for realizing Tanzania's Vision 2050. This has been emphasized in all of the sessions since the beginning of this week. Innovations in policies, management, finance, science, and technology that actually disrupt business as usual are very crucial. From mobile banking ventures that facilitate women entrepreneurship to e-learning platforms that bring classrooms to individuals, social innovations can be very powerful tools to break trends and enhance awareness, access, and opportunities for marginalized groups, including youth and young girls. History shows that disparities exist in the access and use of innovation and technologies, and more efforts are required to ensure that women, men, boys, and girls benefit equally. Mahadia has alluded to some of the key statistics, and I would like to highlight more. Although studies indicate that soon 90% of jobs around the world will be related to STEM, women and girls remain a minority in science, technology, engineering, and math careers. Here in Tanzania, statistics show that only 1 out of 5 science and engineering professionals are women. A great paradigm shift is required to bridge this digital gender divide and improve safer and affordable access to digital tools and skills to guarantee women's and girls' full participation. In Tanzania, one of the ways we are addressing this is through the African Girls Can Code Binti Digitali project, which will definitely hear more what it has done and the impact it is bringing to the young girls that are participating. The project works to empower women and girls aged 17 to 25 years to take up studies and careers in the ICT and coding sectors, and in the last year, just over 100 Tanzania young women have been trained through the Binti Digitali project, a collaborative between UN Women, D-Lab, the government, and funded by Belgium. We are now working with some of these girls to use the skills they have learned to support women entrepreneurs, but also rural women. In most cases, this group is left behind, with innovative solutions, which includes addressing the unpaid care work of women, digital marketing solutions to help them better access markets both within and outside the country or outside their physical spaces. Implementation of the Binti Digitali project continues this year, and our hope going forward is to be able to partner with others to scale up efforts, especially in marginalized regions, so that no one is left behind. In order to successfully enhance women's and girls' participation in innovation and technology, efforts from multiple actors are required, and we are glad that some of the actors and most of the actors are here. We are all stakeholders, and we have a great stake in this. And it is through collective action that we can ensure girls have the tools, have the confidence to drive transformative change in the country, aligning with the Global Generation Equality Forum commitments made by the government of Tanzania to advance women's economic justice and rights. UN Women remains committed to continue work with the government and all partners to address the gender digital gap and enhance women's participation in innovation and technology. And today, you will hear about some of the exciting work being done in the country, and mostly our recent work through the African Girls Can Code initiative in collaboration with D-Lab to bridge the digital gender gap. We also invite you to also visit our exhibition space out there that showcase remarkable achievements of the young girls that we'll hear about today, who have benefited from coding camps that we have undertaken and the innovative digital solutions they have created. We hope you'll all enjoy the discussions, not only enjoy, but gain valuable insights from the experiences of the young women we will hear from, and be inspired by their aspirations to push the boundaries of innovation and create a more inclusive and equitable digital future for all. Thank you once again for your commitment to this very important cause. Asanteni sana. Na karibuni.
Thank you, Lillian. Those were some shocking statistics, really. And if we think about the world that we're trying to build, right, and we think about her agenda for 2050. So, as depressing as that might have been, there is hope, and Lillian alluded to this, and so did Mahadia. So we're going to bring some hope onto the stage, and what we're hoping is that this will be a catalyst, and this will grow. So I'm going to read the profile of each one of these amazing young ladies, and they will come up and pick a seat on the stage. Anna Grace Malamsha is a pharmacist, graphic designer, and brand manager. She holds a bachelor's in pharmaceutical studies from MUHAS and is a certified AGCCI ambassador. Her expertise is in creating compelling visual graphic designs and driving meaningful engagement across social media platforms. Can we give Anna A round of applause. Flora Kagoma is a dedicated final year student at the University of Dar es Salaam, pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering. Throughout her academic journey, Flora has demonstrated a strong commitment to leveraging her knowledge to bring about positive changes in society. Karibu, Flora. Gladness Mwandri. Gladness is a student at UDSM pursuing her Masters of Science in Data Science. Her passion is to pursue this exciting journey, and it started when she first enrolled in a boot camp at D-Lab. The boot camp inspired her so much that she decided to take her education further, and subsequently, Gladness received a really prestigious scholarship at the College of Science and Technology, the Women in Data Science Scholarship under D-Lab, to pursue an MSc in Data Science. Congratulations for your fellowship, Gladness. Matilda Moses Mshauri. As a project manager at Tanzania Youth Aviation Foundation, Matilda leads and supports various initiatives that aim to inspire and educate young people about the aviation industry. Parallel to this, Matilda is pursuing her Bachelor of Social Work degree at the University of Dar es Salaam with a focus on aviation and airway management and operations. Matilda is a dedicated UN youth volunteer for internet governance, advocating for digital rights and online safety for young people across Africa. She has played a key role in the 17th Annual Internet Governance Forum and actively participates in organizations like the Internet Society and the IGF Youth and Gender Standing Groups. Welcome, Matilda. Suna Salum is a multifaceted individual excelling in data science and design. As a skilled data scientist, she delves into the world of data, uncovering patterns and insights that drive innovation. In a different capacity, Suna is also an aspiring graphics designer. Beyond her professional pursuits, Suna is deeply committed to empowering the next generation. As a mentor, she dedicates her time to facilitating coding workshops and digital skill sessions for kids and young girls. Suna is a 2022 award recipient for the Women in Data Science Fellowship under the D-Lab. Karibu, Suna. Anna Kweka is a girl who is proficient in international roaming issues and fintech projects at both Halotel and Forpesa. She has a BSc in Information Technology and Systems from Mzumbe University, and she is currently pursuing an opportunity to study her postgraduate in Information Systems Management at UDSM. Through her career, she has motivated fintech projects through engaging with different organizations, communities, and innovators who have a strong focus on improving financial activity through the use of IST. Welcome, ladies. They were a little nervous, but I said, why do you need to be nervous? This is the best place to be, up on stage. Telling people what you do, telling them your story, and hopefully inspiring not just young men and women in the room, but helping everybody that's developing a program to understand why we need to build for people and why we need to put women at the center of what we're doing. So we're going to start with our first speaker. Can you come up, please? Matilda, that's you. Can we give Matilda a round of applause? You're good to go.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, but my name is Matilda Moses Mashauri. I'm a student at the University of Dar es Salaam, pursuing the bachelor degrees of social work. So as you know, I'm taking bachelor degrees of social work. It's completely different from the STEM. But then thanks to the United Nations African Girls Can Code initiatives, I was among of the chosen ones, I should say. It was a golden chance. I was able to participate at the African Girls Can... Yes. So by the time before I attended the program, I had basic skills on STEM and no skills at all when it came to gamings and robotics and design making. So thanks to the training, I was able to learn about design making, design thinking, gender equality, and so many other very prestigious things that I am proud of, which they impacted into a lot of things. For example, after learning the app creation, app invention, so then I saw the impact and the difference that we have in the community. There are so many few women and females, especially the people with disabilities, who are engaged in the tech industry. So through what I gained and through what I learned from the African Girls Can Code initiative, I have been able to put that poster up there, and I have successfully submitted for that session to be able to being upheld in the Internet Governance Forum that is to happen this year in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia. Also, through the African Girls Can Code initiative, I was able, which is to create an app through the app inventor that I learned from the initiative training program, which is actually in progress, that is going to help women with disabilities, especially people with the hearing and sight impairment, to be able to see and engage themselves in the internet governance and the technology industry. And then I've been able to attend several hackathons. Among of them, it's Girls in ICT Hackathon that was prepared by the TCRA. So I was among of the 20 students who participated. And that is not the first hackathon I did. So many other that I did through the knowledge that I gained from the African Girls Can Code initiatives. To me, I'm saying that it's a very, very prestigious and a golden chance that I got, and I'm really empowering and telling the other young girls to engage themselves in the program. Once the opportunity comes, please go for it, grab it. So many doors are to open. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Matilda. After Matilda, we have Flora. Flora, are you ready? Please come up.
Okay, thank you. Morning, everyone. My name is Flora Leonidas Kagoma. I am a fourth-year student at University of Dar es Salaam, pursued the Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering. It's a very, really amazing experience I have get from Binte Digitali program. Within that program, I have learned a lot of skills, especially in digital and technology. Among of the skills is the graphic design, UI, UX design, robotics, artificial intelligence, and other social skills. So, through that program, it's a very amazing and experience for me. It's helped to open the door of opportunity for other programs. I also participating and contributing in many hackathons, also in the competition. Among of the competition is Mama Samia Award, which aim at providing the ideas to improve the agricultural sector in Tanzania. And I got a chance of being a second winner to that program. Also, I have emerged in to be the first winner in ISDEA. This event held at the University of Dar es Salaam. It's also aimed at in agri-entrepreneurship, and also we have introduced me and my team the platform known as Kilimo Sauti. This is a program which aims at translating I can say that to remove the language barrier in the agricultural sector. Also, I have got a chance of being a mentor, facilitator, also a trainer in different programs. One of them, I have worked with Help to Help as a mentor, where I have got a chance of meet a lot of university students which are studying a non-ICT related field, and within that program, I had a chance of teaching them the basic computer skills, include Microsoft Word, PowerPoint presentation, CV writing, and so on. Also, I worked with Y4C as a facilitator in Smart Girls in ICT. Within that program, I met some secondary students, and I'm teaching them on human-centered designing, of which is among of the skills I get from the Binti Digitali. Also, I have collaborating with COSTECH and UCSAF to the STEM and robotics workshop, which held in the North region, include the 4 regions, which is Manyara, Tanga, Kilimanjaro, and Arusha itself. Within that program, I had a chance of teaching that student the IoT technology and enable them to come up with different solutions which aimed at solving the challenges which are facing in their society. So I would like to encourage my fellow girls and future leaders to receive the opportunity and don't allow any fear or any other perspective to hinder their career, they're successful to their career. Thank you.
Thank you, Flora. Anna Grace, would you like to come up and share your journey?
Good morning, everyone. So I think I'm very nervous because you guys are not smiling. Okay, so once again, good morning. So my name is Anna Grace Malamsha, and by profession, I'm a pharmacist. And thanks to the Binti Digitali, AGCCI coding camp, I am also many other things. So from the slide, you can see that I'm a graphics designer, I'm a social media manager, and I'm also a brand manager. So from the training that we had at AGCCI, there were so many digital skills that they taught us, but as for me, I picked 2 skills that have worked really well, and that is graphics designing and digital marketing. So through the AGCCI coding camp, I've been able to become a very successful graphics designer and a social media manager slash brand manager, and I've been able to work for some people who are very well reputable companies. So for example, there is the Tanzania AI community. I'm currently working for them as a graphics designer and social media manager slash brand manager. Also, 2 pharmacies. As I said, I'm a pharmacist, so there are so many pharmacies in my cycle. So I've also been able to work for Horizon Pharmacy as well as Keplex Pharmacy Limited. And also, of recently, I've been taken into the Pharmaceutical Society of Tanzania IT Committee as a graphics designer. So this is just a snapshot of some of the things that I've been able to do thanks to the skills that I got from the AGCCI. So thanks to all these skills that I've had and all the growth that I've managed to receive, I have something that will be coming, which I call it my next big step. This will be a project that will aim to inspire more girls to pursue careers within the tech industry. And this project will be called She Works in Tech. So this is actually the first time I'm introducing it to the public. And it's still in conceptualization, but I really hope that it's going to bring more girls within the tech space. So it's going to target girls in secondary schools, because I believe that if we need more girls within this space, then we have to have them on board at earlier stages. So this project will mostly focus on girls in secondary schools, just to inspire them, give them some basic skills, and give them show them the opportunities that show them opportunities that are out there, so that they can also be like the rest of us who are seated right here. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna Grace. How inspiring are these young women that are speaking this morning? Anybody else inspired to change the world? I am. Yeah, definitely inspired to change the world. Thank you, ladies. I'd now like to invite Suna up to take the mic and share her journey.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So my name is Suna Salum. I am a data scientist, I'm a graphic designer, and I'm also proudly a facilitator, a digital skills facilitator. So what I do in digital skills facilitation, I teach young girls and kids how to code, website development, a little bit of graphics designing, and how to navigate around the digital space. So my journey started in 2021. I was able to attend this event that is being held by D-Lab. It's called Data Tamasha. It's usually held by Nelio. That means after every 2 years, we have the event. And unfortunately, when I was in my first year, I did not know about it. So I came to realize about it when I was in my third year of bachelor's degree. And I said, why not be part of it and see what others are doing and get to learn more about it. So that is where my inspiration for being a data scientist was ignited. And I decided that I want to take the next step and be a data scientist. And to do that, I decided to take my bachelor's degree and put it a little bit aside, not very much aside, but then to go further and pursue my master's degree in data science. Luckily enough, Tanzania Data Lab offers scholarship, of which when I was applying for my master's, I did not know about again. But then after I got the opportunity to be enrolled at the University of Dar es Salaam, I got to know that, okay, so they are offering also scholarships. Apart from that, they teach young girls, they put together stakeholders and discuss about data. They also give them the opportunity to participate and be part of the space. So that was when I applied for it, and I am glad that I got it, and I'm very thankful. So that helped me in going through my journey as a data scientist. And through the scholarship, I was now able to be part of this Code Like a Girl program, which is an initiative that is done by D-Lab, Tanzania Data Lab, in collaboration with Vodacom, where now we teach young girls the digital skills. And I've been able to train over 500 girls for the past 2 years, since 2022 to 2024. Thank you very much. And it has truly been inspiring for me, because there was this time it's not very far, it was in April, the ICT, International Girls in ICT Day. So I went to the event and I found some of my students whom I taught them the digital skills were actually now doing things, and they were displaying their websites and having exhibitions. And when they saw me, they were like, whoa, madam, and you are here too. So it was really good to see that what I do is bringing impact to the society. So in case you're wondering, like, why should I take or be part of any digital skills initiatives that are being done by different organizations, here are some of the things that I would want you to think of. We are daily having technology evolving. We are now hearing of AI, machine learning, and people are wondering, like, our jobs are going to be replaced. But the truth is, they are not going to be replaced, but they are going to get even more better. So how do you get to be better when this technology is evolving? Stay in your space of work, but still doing the best. Obviously, you need to learn digital skills. So the digital skills that you get will help you navigate as technology is evolving. You won't be left out. You'll be able to keep being updated and keep doing what you do and bringing impact to the society. Thank you very much. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you, Suna. Can I now invite Anna to take the stage, please, and share her journey?
Okay. The representative from government, representative from partners, esteemed guests, young visionaries, young girls, future and the future shape of Tanzania. Good morning. Okay, by introduction, I'm Anna Kweka, a former participant of African Girl Can Code Initiative that in 2023 held on Dar es Salaam and sponsored by Belgium government and UN Women. And I wanted to express my gratitude and thank you for Belgium government and UN Women for these special initiatives that bring me a good experience and become how I am today. By short introductions, I have a degree in information technology and system from Mzumbe University, and today I got the opportunity to proceed with the master in information system management at University of Dar es Salaam. And all this come from AGCCI that's held by UN Women. My first journey was started from 2003 in AGCCI, and I will say that I have a degree in information system in IT, but we know that in class we are just being taught to do some things, and most of us we focus only on performance, to get our certificate. But those certificates are not enough at all, because you can get the certificate, but in your mind, you cannot do anything. So through AGCCI, I got the external push in my careers, and after that initiatives or from AGCCI, I got the opportunity to work with one of the biggest company from Canada called Paia, and it has business name here in Tanzania called For Pay, and I'm being engaged to work with one of the projects called Paia, and it's already now inverted in Vodacom, and I think soon it will be known by everyone, or maybe some of you already know about that project, and I'm among of the big participant from that project. Also from that project, I got the connection with the people, collaborating with them, show my experience and knowledge got from the ICC in coding and the analyst. So from there, I got the opportunity also to work with the Halotel, and most I just doing the international roaming from Halotel, but all this come from the connections that I got from the Pesa, and from Pesa they know me from after finishing the AGCCI. So I encourage you young girls, if you know, or maybe you get the information, if there is any kind of initiative that is held, and it is encouraging for you girls to participate, because you don't know it's where your star will be shining. So I encourage you to participate, and your star will be shining. Thank you.
Hello? Thank you, Anna. So we're going to do a bit of a deep dive now. We'll take some questions. Maybe we'll do a bit of Q&A, and then we'll give the young ladies some time to breathe, because that was stressful. Were they hard? Yeah, they're not so bad, right? Yeah. Should we give them a round of applause for being so good? Well done to the audience. So, can we take some questions? Anybody with a question for any one of these young ladies? Yes. The gentleman in the red shirt. Tell us your name, what you do, and who are you addressing your question to?
Sure. Good morning, everyone. My name is Paul Bomani. I'm in tech, based in Dar es Salaam. My question is, apologies, I forgot your name, the pharmacist. I was just curious how you manage to balance all the different accounts, doing graphics design for several pharmacies and organizations. So how do you balance your time, and are you still practicing, is it called pharmacology? I don't know the term, but are you still a pharmacist? Are you a practicing pharmacist? So I was just curious how you balance your time and your scope across those projects. Thanks.
Okay, so thank you very much for your good question. Yes, I am still a pharmacist, and I've been recently registered. That is, it was during February. So I've actually not started practicing within, say, a clinical set or industrial set. So I'm a pharmacist, but currently I'm fully venturing within the tech industry. And about managing my time, well, the good thing with what I do is that all these people that I'm working for, or companies, I'm working for them remotely. So I get to balance my time, I get to create my own schedule, I get to plan when exactly can I really send content for these people, or when exactly I'm supposed to be posting stuff. So within the pharmacy, I'm not practicing in any clinical setting, so I get the time to fully work for my clients. Thank you. And for some of my clients, we have 2 pharmacies, if you had seen them. So indirectly, I'm practicing because I get to meet customers who ask questions that require expertise of a pharmacist. So it's an added advantage. Yeah, thank you.
We'll take one more question, and then we have another inspirational speaker. I'll take one from the young lady here. Oh, you got the, oh, perfect. Look at that.
Thank you. I have a question and a comment. First, I wish to congratulate all of you sitting in front there. And I wish to encourage you, keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing. My question to all of you is, how do you balance between the peer pressure and doing everything that you do?
Okay, your question is how we balance the peer pressure and do what we do. From my side, I do what I do in IT, specifically in IT, and also the peer pressure.
Maybe I can add something to my question. When I'm talking about peer pressure is being girls, there's so much going around in your life. There are people who would tell you, why are you doing all this hard stuff while there are easy things to do? And maybe you can even get a boyfriend who will take care of you, and you don't need to struggle. all those sorts of things. That is what I mean by peer pressure. So how do you continue doing what you're doing while there's all this noise in the society?
Okay, I think we do what we do, even though we can find maybe a boyfriend or maybe you have the parent who take care of you, but I think it's you have to participate in everything to make your own, maybe your own life or maybe your own money. Even if you depend in someone, you cannot depend in your whole life. Maybe you have a parent by now, you depend on them, maybe you quit to work and participating in maybe innovating activities or in entrepreneurs, but maybe after 2 years, maybe you find that your parents are not there anymore. Where are you going then to depend? So I encourage you young girls and everybody here to create an environment to depend on yourselves, to create an environment to enter in the society by yourselves and not depend on one another. You can depend on one another maybe by collaborating or communicating or getting the opportunity from each other, but you cannot depend on somebody in your whole life. So create your environment by yourselves in order to make you comfortable in your whole life. Thank you.
Thank you for the good question. So I would say it's very important to have vision, like knowing who you want to be and why you want to do what you are going to do. So that is the key thing that has been guiding me and has been helping me navigate all those peer pressure and everything that happens in between, because I know who I want to be and what I want to do and why I am doing it. So that's maybe the key takeaway that every young girl should also think about, and that would be very useful to helping you overcoming all the challenges that you'll be facing in the middle.
Oh, thank you for the question. I'm taking bachelor degrees of social work. It's all about making a change, making a difference. I'm engaging myself in the internet governance, which is all about making a change, also making a difference. So what really guides me mostly, first of all, when you try to check and see on my circle, for the cycle of friends that I have, you will see that it's all about making difference. I am here for a change. I am here for a difference. I am not going to allow or give anything a chance for me to put my dreams down and follow the peer pressures, I don't know, in doing what's or not, that is not in what I want. So for me, as Suna said, for me it's all about what I want to be, what difference do I want to make. I want to make this world a better place for women and for everyone in it. That's me.
Hello. So you can see this is my first time talking to a mic in front of the stage, so you will pardon my voice, but answering the question, I think the previous speakers have said, it all begins with you. Whatever you want to do in any field, in any industry, you have to decide that I'm all in, I'm going to do it. And if you decide, I'm sure it is easy to manage your timetable, apart from what you'll be doing in your industry and outside the industry.
Hi. For responding that question, we do all things that we have presented here because we have passion on it. As we look on our cycle, we always surrounded by the people who inspire us to do that thing. So we don't allow the other peer pressure. We all focus on what we're supposed to do. Thank you.
So for me, it's what has been keeping me moving forward. It's two things. The first one is focus. The second one is pride. So focus, my friends have spoken about it. But with pride, of course, the way she detailed her question is that you find a lot of people telling you, I can use Swahili. We msichana mrembo hivyo unafanya nini huku, unaweza ukapewa hela ukafanyaje? It's like people tell me that why are you doing these things while you're just supposed to relax and chill, you know? But for me, I have pride in what I do, and I want to reach somewhere and be able to say that it was me that has made me reach here. So it's focus and pride. Thank you.
So now that Gladness had a bit of a warm-up on the mic, I'd like to invite Gladness to share her journey, her very inspirational journey. Can we give her a round of applause?
I already had a warm-up, so thank you so much. Okay. So, my name's Gladness Mwandri. I'm a student at University of Dar es Salaam pursuing Masters of Science in Data Science. And there are no slides there, as you can see. So, first of all, I'll give an excuse that I'm not photogenic, as you can see. So, despite engaging in different activities, I have nothing to showcase because I always run away from photos. But now I'm captivated. So my story of how I landed in here goes way back in 2022, where I was pursuing my bachelor's in computer science, the same university, University of Dar es Salaam, as part of the practical training curriculum. You see, in my second year, that was my second year, I had to attend the practical training. So I got a chance at Tanzania Data Lab, the D-Lab. They had a machine learning bootcamp, which was an 8-week intensive program. And I was like, let us see what will happen. You see, in my first year of my bachelor's, I was not that keen, I was not that engaged, I was not that motivated. So also in my second year, I was like, okay, let's see where this is going. So I took the course, and to my surprise, actually the surprise of the mentors and the facilitators of the program, I was like, wow, you know, they did take us from the initial steps of how you do it, the machine learning like a project, you know, you have your data sets, how you do the cleaning, how you explore, how you train your models, how you test it, and come with an end product, which is very essential. So that was the motivation I got. I was like, okay, maybe now I have a purpose. Because, you know, the computer science field is very wide. You can go in any area, like networking, programmers, system analysts, and so on. But I did not have a purpose at that time. So after the bootcamp, I had a goal, I had a vision, and for that, and the assistance from the personal mentors and the family, they kept pushing me, you know. You have to pursue, you have to go on with your education. So that's when I took my master's. Actually, I'm still a student, so don't be amazed or don't be frightened with this body. It's just eating and living. So, during applications of my master's, I did not know that we have a scholarship that is going on under D-Lab. But because I was obsessed at that time with D-Lab from the program of the bootcamp, I followed them, you see, from their socials, so I had to keep track. And that's when I got an opportunity. So I'm one of the beneficiaries of the IWTz2024, the Women in Data Science Scholarship, and I'm so thankful to D-Lab. But also, despite the technical skills that again you see, you have to expand your networking areas, the interaction with the industry techs. That was very, very good to my side. And you also have to come up with problem-driven solutions which are data science related. You know, they involve data. Data is there, so you have to work with them, and you have to give something back to the community. So I've been engaged with different programs throughout my journey of the education journey. I've been also one of the mentors with the Help to Help program. You teach, you facilitate, you impact the young girls in the secondary schools with IT skills. That's just a basic IT skills. Yes, I can say that. And for the young girls looking up to us, to me, I want to encourage you that it is okay to take your time to figure it out what you want in life. Don't let anyone rush you, that time is running. People, they don't know what they want in life until certain years, certain ages in life. So just take your time and everything will land on at the right timing. Thank you.
Thank you, Gladness. And you look amazing, can I just say. I will take another round of questions to the lady right up here behind Dr. Mahadia, who was just like, yep, me. Can we get, I'll give you a mic. I got it. Who you are?
Hi, everyone. I'm Kristen, and I work for Vodacom. And my question, okay, so first of all, I would like to comment. Yes, take your time to study yourself, but still be mindful of girls don't really have time. You don't really have time, so be mindful of that. And my question is to Suna, and maybe you all can reflect on it. And I'm asking you because you're a facilitator, stroke trainer, and how do I frame this? Okay, so as a facilitator, as a trainer with knowledge, right? What are some of the self-initiatives that you do for the younger generation? Okay, chana mambo ya D-Lab and whatnot, what do you do for the community? Or what can you all do for the younger generation? Can you teach? Do you go to schools? Do you, I don't know, there's a lot of things you can do. Kama hatujafikiria, labda tuanze kufikiria. Because now we are in the conversation of TDV 2050 that is coming. And TDV 2050 is not for us people, although sisi ndo tuko at the center right now, we're talking about it. But really, it's for the younger generations, the 5-year-old children, 7-year-old up to 10. Hao ndo watakuwa na miaka 30, 40 huko mbeleni, right? And how do we get involved with them? I think it's an opportunity for you guys. You guys that are in the space and you have the knowledge right now, kuwashika mkono hawa ambao wanakuja. Thank you.
So I think it's a great question because I do think every single one of you is paying it forward, right? Of course. Yeah, so let's hear about how you're paying it forward. Anna, we start with you.
Okay. According to your questions, that how are we approaching maybe the young generations so as in the future they will be the ambassadors of technology. According to your environment and maybe the country we live, it is very difficult because in order you to be maybe the role model or to emphasizing the young generation in tech, it takes a lot of things and it's always difficult. Maybe you need maybe the facilities like computer and everything. Maybe you need expertise. Maybe your fellow girls or maybe anybody's expertise so as you can teach those young generations to inside the tech. But first of all, before doing that or before saying that there is such kind of challenges to empower the young generation in tech, first of all, you need you to be a role model. I can quote you from the one of the moderator during the AGCCI, Madam, I don't know, I forgot his name, but he's from Zanzibar. He said that if you cannot find role model, then be you. So before starting motivating us as a young, maybe young girls to enter in the tech, you needed to be a role model. You need to be an example in order you to motivating them to enter your tech. I think the presentation matter most before complaining that there is a challenge maybe of expertise, challenges maybe of facilities to enter those girls in tech, or maybe challenges in maybe to have those all commodities. Before complaining on that, you need to be the role model. You need to focus on yourself. You need to remember a big picture as what I wanted to be, or maybe for these young girls, how I just wanted them to be. Then you first need to be a role model. So from my side, for that question, I would like you to comment on presentation matter than everything. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the question. Can you hear me? Okay. So personally, I believe charity starts at home. So the way I conduct myself, I start teaching my young brothers. I have 2 young brothers. So I start with them, encouraging them, and I also have other siblings who are sisters. So I teach them the digital skills that they would need to know in the future. But also I've been going to schools, teaching at schools, and I'm currently structuring a proposal that will start digital clubs at schools, and this is part of the, like TCRA is sponsoring the digital clubs. Like you write a proposal, then you take it to them, and they assist you with that. So currently I'm working on that, so that to ensure that the young kids get to know about these things at an early stage, but also knowing that I am alone. Like I don't have the financial capacity to do all the things on my own. So I do things with other people. Like the ones that we go to school, it's done, and I do it under Y4C Hub, which is at the University of Dar es Salaam. But also we do coding for kids, where I do it at D-Lab. So I am being sponsored by D-Lab to do that. So all these things are the little steps that I'm taking so that I can reach the goal of helping young kids, both girls and boys, on digital skills and all things related to technology.
So for me, it's a very big thank you again to the UN Women African Girls Can Code initiative. You know, as soon as I finished the training, I gave a call to my friend. I have this very smart and beautiful friend. Her name is Nectar Richard Mwitori. And I told her, girl, I'm ready. I'm ready for that. So she has a program called Outpick, and she also has another one that's called Aspire 21. She even did some of the projects before with D-Lab, but then I didn't have that STEM or the skills before earlier. But then after the AGCCI Binti Digitali initiative, I thought I'm ready. So we are doing this Outpick, whereby we go to secondary schools, teaching them about STEM, digital skills, and so much more. It's the same for the Aspire 21, whereby she deals with big women, big people, teaching them about digital marketing, which actually I learned. You see that, the slide that was sliding over there? I created that. The one that had my picture and Flora, I learned that from AGCCI. I did not know how to do that earlier. So through Aspire 21 and Outpick, after I got the knowledge from the African Girls Can Code initiative, I and my friend Nectar are doing a great job. We also we hosted the Women in STEM, remember? Catherine Rose was there. I did that, so it's please, the phase 3, guys, you have to apply for it. It's an amazing coding camp you don't want to miss.
Okay, so on my side, If you saw from one of my slides, the biggest initiative that I'm bringing forward is an upcoming project which is called She Works in Tech. And with this project, I believe I'm going to aspire more girls to pursue careers within the tech industry. So the project's name is called She Works in Tech. And my target is secondary school students. So you said what about for children who are 5 years and below? So I've not had that in mind yet, but I think I'll put it into mind and see how I can reach out to them as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Before we close out, I'd like to just ask the young ladies, is there any advice, one piece of advice you'd like to give to the program developers in this room, the project leaders in this room, partners in this room that might be thinking about potentially developing the same kinds of programs you've gone into? Any advice you'd like to give them on how to get it right? What do they need to be thinking about when they're building their own programs and projects? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so on my side, I think there are 3 things that you should make sure you have in your programs or any related projects. Make sure you have a female role model, a female mentor, and a female trainer or coach. Because the skills are there, a lot of people can teach them, but sometimes some girls just look for people to look up to. So if they see that there is a role model out there who has done these big things, they can also see themselves doing greater things so that they can also be like the role model. So you should just make sure you have someone for the girls to look up to. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else want to share? What do we need?
On my side, you have to create the good environment for your students or for the people who you want to take part in that program. When I'm talking about environment, I mean all the facilities that enable them to be very comfortable in studying. Let's say you must have a laptop and other electronics devices which can enable them to use it and to do in practice.
Okay, thank you. So personally, the answer to that question, how can we impact or how can we put the digital skills to the young girls and the women, I think the answer is clear to the session event, the title. You have to do the 3 E's. You have to empower, you have to equip, and you have to engage. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So everything other speakers have said might follow in the process. So you have to know your audience, you have to know the target. You engage with them, it can be through the focus groups, the discussions. You have to know them, what they want, what are their needs. You see, and then you equip them with some resources, tools, technologies. You offer them some mentorship. And of course, if it is young girls, young women, I think the best option it is to go with the young mentors who are female. And you also have to engage with them. You have to know after what they want, how can you offer it to them? That's all.
Thank you. Matilda, I want to switch up the question.
Huh?
I want to switch up the question.
Okay.
If you were stuck in an elevator with Mama Samia, what advice would you give her to get more girls in STEM?
Oh my God. What advice I would give her to engage more girls in STEM?
Yeah. You were stuck in an elevator here in this building with Mama Samia.
Okay, so first of all, in Shule Zakata, secondary schools, I do not think those people, I have seen only one Kisutu secondary school where apps and girls were there. There are no ICT lessons to them. So I would think, I'm pretty sure I'm going to DM her to put the ICT lessons to the secondary school so that they can have it. I took my primary school in St. Mary's. We started ICT from grade 3, you know, but I don't think if it's the same thing to the other, excuse me, to the other government schools. So it should start at the beginning, mbali huko darasa la 3 probably, because hawa kama watu wengine wangekuwa nayo nafasi ya kujua masomo hayo tangu zamani wakiwa wadogo, I'm pretty sure tungekuwa make a very big step ahead from here, because in other developed countries, for example Estonia is doing really great in the science and technology because they've started from the beginning. So that's it.
Thank you, Matilda. Same question for Suna.
So, I was really prepared for the first question.
Okay, you can answer the first one.
No. I am going with this. I like challenges. I'm going with this. So I would tell her to ensure that there is inclusion. Inclusion in what sense? Wale wanaosoma primary na secondary, we get to know hivi vitu tumeshafika chuo. Na kama mimi siku undergo anything that's related to STEM, na kuja kujua kuhusiana labda na technology, niko chuo mwaka wa 3. Lakini what if tungekuwa tunawafundisha kuanzia wakiwa wadogo? Most of the initiatives ninazozifahamu personally zinafanywa na non-government organizations na private sector, of which na wenyewe pia wanavozifanya, they do publicize them, lakini mostly in social media. Mtoto wa darasa la 3 hajui social media, atapata vipi access ya hivyo vitu? So what if there was a collaboration between the government and the private sector? That means it would have been easier for the private sector to move into the schools, equip the schools with materials and everything that's needed to help them, and probably have those digital clubs that will, the kids will be doing those things, not doing them for exams, kwa sababu mtu akifanya kitu for exams, they end up cramming them. Lakini akiwa anafanya as part of the extracurriculum activities, they'll be doing it with fun and they'll be enjoying it, and it will inspire them to do it even more. So like, yes, tunasoma tehama and ICT tukiwa advanced, I think. I mean O-level. Yes, kuna ICT na tehama. If it's not O-level, then primary. But the curriculum inafundisha in a sense kwamba unakariri, ukajibu mtihani, and that's it. So what if the curriculum ingebadilishwa ili iwe inafanya mtoto anasoma in a fun way? Angekuwa ana enjoy zaidi na angekuwa anajifunza zaidi tofauti na anavosoma kwa ajili ya mtihani. So to summarize that, first thing would be collaborating with the private sector, non-government organizations, CSOs, kuwasaidia wale watoto wawe equipped, lakini pia wawe na hizo skills za digital skills. And secondly, rephrasing the curriculum. Ifanye ile curriculum iwe interactive kwa watoto, it will make more impact. I personally believe that. Thank you.
Thank you, Suna. Anna, you have the option of picking which question you want to answer.
Okay, by my side, for that question, I think I will advise her, if I get that opportunity to advise her, to invest more in technology. Because we believe that even though you can start maybe the curriculum in those schools to empower those young generations, but still if the technologies, facilities maybe is poor, there's no one can equip it. So I'll advise her to invest more in technology, because we believe that in the future, there will no human interaction, will be only machine-to-machine interaction, machine-to-machine communicate each other, analyze data, do everything, because even now maybe we can see there is already machine-to-machine talk to each other. Example, you can take the example of IoT. Now maybe you are here and you in your home, maybe you just already make the security camera there, and you are accessing from here. You see that there is no any human intervention. Maybe you have to employ maybe a watchman to watch your house or everything. So I would advise her to invest more in technology, because even if we start those curriculums, but if we have maybe the poor internet, how can we start those curriculum maybe in those schools that's found in interiors, while even the internet is poor to them? How can you teach them about the technology? You cannot. You can see that there's something that is totally impossible. So you have to, if I get the opportunity to advise her, she has maybe to start investing in technology before starting those curriculum, because by doing so to start those curriculum before investing in technology, it will be maybe the discrimination. Only maybe the students in around towns or around the place where the internet is available, they'll equipped to that technology. But how about those majorities found in maybe in those areas out there? It will be the much kind of discrimination. So
thank you, Anna. Yeah. Thank you. I will give, okay, ladies, I like this. In the beginning, everybody was scared. Now everybody's telling me, CR, give me more time. So Matilda, and then Anna Grace, and then we're going to close our panel.
Yeah, actually, it's for the first question. You see, let me stand for this.
Madam
Lillian.
Can you give her a round of applause?
Mom.
Now she's standing.
Hamsini jamani wachache sana. Mabinti hamsini Zanzibar, 60 da bado. So we need more of this. Now, for further in other regions, jamani, make it 100, 1,000 if it's possible. We want to see girls in this. The data here, the statistics that I gave earlier, I almost cried myself. It's too little. 1 out of 5 is too little. Of course, we are moving. It's like we are moving maybe like this, you know. So do something, tafadhali. That's what I wanted to tell her, you know, like to reach out more regions and more people.
Thank you. Yeah. If we're talking about regions we want to go to, can I advocate for Kagera? I'm just saying. Anna Grace, you have the last word.
Okay. So first I have a quick question. When you think of technology, what color comes to mind? Say when you think of climate, it's green, right? So when it's about technology, what color comes to mind? Anyone? Just blue, right? Okay, so if I had the opportunity of speaking to Mama Samia, I would ask her to create Blue Samia. And this idea nimeitoa kwenye this initiative that she has. It's called Green Samia. It's related with climate stuff. I see a lot of youth within the Green Samia doing great things. Kuna dada anaitwa Laurel Kivuyo, kwa mfano, if some of you have heard of her, she's doing really great on the side of climate. So if she would, if I had the opportunity of speaking to her, I'd ask her to do the same thing kwenye upande wa technology. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna Grace. Can we give them a huge round of applause? We heard some difficult statistics today, right? Things that, like Matilda said, makes her want to cry, makes me really upset and sad. And then we heard stories of inspiration about young women that got a skill, learned something new, and decided that it's not just about helping themselves, they're going to pay it forward. So then they went out into their communities, and now they're teaching others. So from one woman, like Mahadia, we have 10 Mahadias. Then we have 50 Mahadias, and we take them to Zanzibar, and we take them to across the country, like Matilda said. And we create a movement of women using technology and women in tech. And what does that mean for us as an economy and for us as a society?